Hi everyone, so I'm Alivia Marina Sharfi or in Sharfia from Universitas Gadjah Mada Economics Department. Right now, I'm in the role of being an IISMA awardee in Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. So I have just studied 4 modules in 3 different schools or colleges in NTU. The first one is Introduction to Computational Thinking and Programming in School of Computer Science and Engineering. And the second one is from School of Social Sciences, the Geographies of Uneven Development. And the third course and the fourth course are from Nanyang Business School, which are Leadership in the 21st Century, and lastly, Cultural Intelligence, How to be an Explorer of the World. I have such a unique experience before the departure of IISMA program. So, my high school friend Nadiato, who I have not seen for such a long time, texted me one day. She asked me to register IISMA together because we would like to study abroad together for such a long time since we were in high school. Long story short, after a long discussion with our parents, we decided to go all in by choosing NTU, Nanyang Technological University, which is the highest rank is my university partner. After we have already considered that we may graduate 1 year later because we joined IISMA in our 5th semester, I successfully convinced her to go to NTU with me because NTU is the last university that I need to go to complete my wish list of being a student in top 3 universities in Singapore. So after I was gratefully accepted from my home university application process, I informed Nabiatul about it, and we prepared our application process together and reminded each other of the deadline of the registration processes. We also practiced together, evaluating our essays, practicing interview, and finally getting accepted to IISMA together in NTU. However, there is an announcement that tells us that NTU awardees could not go to NTU in the fall term 2021 because Singapore's border is actually closed due to the pandemic. And then we were offered 3 other university choices if we want to depart in the fall term. After a long consideration, Nadiatul and I decided to cancel our IISMA program, unfortunately, because we considered that we would like to graduate earlier. So if we join IISMA in our 5th semester, which is so full of our compulsory courses, that means that our graduation will be postponed 1 year later. So after a hard breakdown, and each of us, all NTU awardees, have gone into our daily routines again in our college, there comes another breaking news. We were told that NTU awardees could go to NTU, but it was postponed in the spring term in 2022. So we were so delighted and grateful, especially for Nadiatul and I, because that means that we would go to NTU in our 6th semester. So our 6th semester does not have that many compulsory courses compared to our 5th semester, and that means we still could graduate on time. Despite the difficult part of the traveling restrictions, we were so grateful that we could go to NTU in our spring term. NTU awardees need to have this quarantine for 7 days after arriving in Singapore. Nadiatul, as my leader in my public relations team, put me in charge for looking for our hotel and insurance. So I realized how diverse Singapore is despite how small the country is. And there are many cultural differences and cultural backgrounds because people here have different nationalities from China, Japan, Korea, and even some Western countries. So I find it so fascinating how this multicultural nation, and despite its tiny size, has been able to achieve the title of ASEAN Tiger in terms of its economy. So the most memorable cultural differences that I found here are first, how considerate the cars are towards the pedestrians. So when I want to walk across the street, the speed of the car really slows down, approaching me in the zebra cross. And the second one is that I didn't expect how long the nightlife is in NTU and Singapore overall. I usually find the same guy, the same girls in the library from the morning until at night, all day. And it still influenced me in a good way, but I consistently preserve my sleeping schedule. So the third thing is that Singapore has very diverse accents in their English language because people here have many different cultural backgrounds such as from China, Japan, Korea, Western countries, and even Malaysia. So I found it difficult to listen to their accent and understand what they are talking about. So I need to adjust my ear based on the person that I talk to. But because of a lot of practices and after a lot of trainings with them and after their explanations about the unique vocabularies that I found here, uh, I finally get used to their accents and their unique vocabularies here. And the fourth thing is I find how organized Singaporeans are. So their hobby is to line up everywhere. They have activities such as simply entering the bus, buying foods at the convenience stores, and just simply entering the class in my classes of 4 courses in NTU. So actually, there are many more stories that I want to tell you guys about IISMA program in NTU. However, that pretty much summarizes our experience here. And I would like to use this opportunity to thank the government of Indonesia and IISMA Chair for providing us the scholarship to go here. And I would like to thank my fellow awardees and family who have supported me all the way here. And last but not least, I would like to thank Singapore and NTU for treating us so nicely here in our exchange program. Thank you for this experience. I will use this experience to develop myself further, to be able to serve Indonesia and the society in the future. And I'm officially ISMA biased because ISMA allows me to be the best version of myself in extraversion, both in academic and non-academic fields. So I'm Via, People to Go Broad.